I think it's obvious at this point that Cyberpunk 2077 has been quite disappointing. The launch of the game just turned out to be a disaster, and right now everybody is waiting to see if CD Projekt Red can properly fix the experience, although the last couple weeks there's been some disappointment with one of the significant patches, which really wasn't significant at all. Even more recently, we had a gaming CEO, Ori developer, Moon Studios CEO calling out CD Projekt Red, calling them snake oil salesmen for all of the promises that they did not deliver with Cyberpunk 2077, and then there's been some security vulnerabilities along with just some other issues that should have been solved a lot faster by the CD Projekt Red team, and there's just Cyberpunk 2077 has been everything but what I think everybody had expected, but the game overall is just not in a good place, and lots of fans are going to have to wait for this game to get fixed, especially on console, as crashes just continue on PlayStation and Xbox, and then additionally there's a lot of fans that have been waiting for that free DLC content, which who knows when that's going to be coming. It could be summertime here in 2021, and then if you're thinking about any paid expansions, that's probably all 2022. So either way, the Cyberpunk 2077 story, I guess if you want to call it that, it's going to continue to evolve over this year, and I think a lot of people are hopeful that CDPR can turn this around, but less than 8 weeks after release, the exposés, all of the drama over missing features and cut content, I don't think anybody could have expected what Cyberpunk 2077's post-launch has been thus far. Now, on top of all of this mess, we have some big news coming from CD Projekt Red, in which they announced that they have been, yes, in fact, hacked. And this is the statement that they put out on Twitter and their social media. Yesterday, we discovered that we have become a victim of a targeted cyber attack, due to which some of our internal systems have been compromised. This is the second time in the last couple of years that this has happened. I think CDPR really should work on their security, but we'll touch on that original hacking that happened in 2017 in a second. But with this current one, an unidentified actor gained unauthorized access to our internal network, collected certain data belonging to CD Projekt Capital Group, and left a ransom note, the content of which we released to the public. Although some devices in our network have been encrypted, our backups remain intact. We have already secured our IT infrastructure and begun restoring the data. And then this is what CDPR says. They said this in 2017, they say it again. We will not give in to the demands nor negotiate with the actor, being aware that this may eventually lead to the release of the compromised data. We are taking necessary steps to mitigate the consequences of such a release, in particular by approaching any parties that may have been affected due to the breach. From what CD Projekt Red is saying here with this hack, it doesn't seem like personal information has been leaked, I guess, or compromised, but it does sound maybe employee HR, maybe even my information that I've said to CDPR could have been compromised, although we'll have to wait to find out how severe this actually was. But either way, CDPR's statement does continue. It says we are still investigating the incident. However, at this time we can confirm that to our best knowledge, the compromised systems did not contain any personal data of our players or users of our services. We have already approached the relevant authorities, including law enforcement and the president of the Personal Data Protection Office, as well as IT forensic specialists. We will closely cooperate with them in order to fully investigate this incident. And yes, they did include the ransom note, and it does sound like it came from a 5-year-old. I'm not going to lie with you. It sounds like an edgy, maybe 14, 15-year-old. Maybe even that's giving them too much credit, but this is the ransom note to CD Projekt Red. Says, hello, you have been epically pwned. Interesting word use that I haven't heard since I was 12. We have dumped full copies of the source codes from your Perforce server for Cyberpunk 2077, Witcher 3 Gwent, and the unreleased version of The Witcher 3. We've also dumped all of your documents relating to accounting, administration, legal, HR, investor relations, and more. Also, we have encrypted all of your servers, but we understand that you can most likely recover from backups. If we will not come to an agreement, then your source codes will be sold or leaked online and your documents will be sent to our contacts in gaming journalism. I can't think of one gaming journalist that would actually take on this hacked material. If any of them did do this, then that would be the lowest denominator, but your public image will go down the crapper even more, and people will see how you blank, your company functions, investors will lose trust in your company and the stock will dive even lower. You have 48 hours to contact us. Sounds like this may be numerous individuals, but either way, CD Projekt Red does seem to be under attack because of maybe Cyberpunk 2077's lies, I guess? This is a very confusing hack, but either way, the CD Projekt Red is under attack, and it's going to be interesting to see if anything does actually get released, because a couple of years ago in 2017 they were hacked, in which individuals again threatened to release old documents relating to Cyberpunk 2077, but it does seem like nothing ever came to fruition with that situation. At least publicly nothing was revealed, but at the time in 2017 CD Projekt Red put out a statement as well with the similar backgrounds. It still gets me off a little bit that we're not seeing the yellow background anymore with bad news, but either way, CD Projekt Red's statement at the time said that hackers had come into possession of a few internal files belonging to CDPR, which were documents representative of early designs of Cyberpunk 2077, and like with this situation, a demand for ransom was made, and CDPR said that they would not comply with their demands, and they said that they were fine with the files just being publicly released, but that doesn't seem to have ever happened. The only thing that we do know about CD Projekt Red's actions against these hackers in 2017 was a statement, I believe in an investor call in May of 2018, in which CD Projekt Red said that they went after the asset thief, and it led to them taking action. What that action was, it's never really been clarified, but I would assume that they were able to find who did it. But reading this article from Gaming Bolt about the situation, according to Adam Kaczynski, the CEO of the company, the asset thief led to CD Projekt Red to take action against the thieves, and that the company has become even more proactive about and dedicated to security now than it was before. Well, it doesn't look like that has aged all that well. I think they're going to need to take another closer look at their security and tech overall, because it doesn't seem like, I don't know, when you have like a kid who sounds like he's 13 or 14 hacking all of your systems, I'm sure it's not 13 or 14, but he definitely sounds like that. Not a great look, but yeah, this is the second hacking in the last couple of years, and definitely CD Projekt Red's going to have to invest more resources into their security. Doesn't exactly inspire much faith into a multiplayer game, which will certainly have hackers and such roaming around, and CDPR will have to stop that, although I guess that's a different level of security. Anyway, with this new hack that has happened to CD Projekt Red, we have quite a few reactions, and some of them are more negative, some of them are actually positive about this hacking. Yes, some people actually cheering this on. Right under the CD Projekt Red announcement on Twitter, somebody's saying, well, when you release a broken game, it's no surprise you're being targeted. Anyway, that's an interesting take. Somebody else saying, people who say this is fair or to be expected because of the problems of Cyberpunk 2077 should take a good look in the mirror and ask themselves how fair their lives would be if they got death threats, hacked, and things of that nature for each time they mess something up. The takes continue on. Sure are a lot of basement-dwelling, blank-stained cheese puff munchers in the replies, and goes on and on. A lot of people cheering this on, definitely. Wow, so you get screwed, it's bad, but you screw your customers and it's okay, what a joke. I'm losing my hope that CD Projekt is a good company when I read that. Okay. Marketing team, guys, what do we do now? Executives, let's fake a hacking so we'll be in the eye of the news for some days, and then we say it's impossible to save Cyberpunk without our source code files. And then CM, don't say more, we have it. I don't think that they would do something like this. There's a very good chance that these files actually do go public with somebody releasing them or revealing them, so I don't see any reason why they would fake this, but regardless. Ricky Burrowick says it doesn't have a yellow background though, and yeah, that does throw me off a little bit. Somebody making a joke about it, you know, in reference to the Breach Protocol minigame in Cyberpunk 2077. Somebody saying, yes, Cyberpunk is a broken mess, but that is absolutely no excuse to hack into a effing company. It goes on and on and on. You guys kind of understand where these takes are going. It's a mixture of, haha, you deserve it, and a mixture of, yeah, this is pretty awful, even considering what has happened in the last couple of months with CD Projekt Red. Now, we do have some employee takes and comments. Pavel Sasko, lead quest designer on Cyberpunk, saying, never stop fighting. Cyberpunk trailer made by fan feels like right answer for an event like this. Thank you for your continuous support. You're amazing. You know who you are. No matter how hard life beats me down, I won't ever give up. Then we have another employee, Philip Weber, Senior Quest Designer Coordinator at CDPR, saying, I see lots of amused replies here. Please consider that there's also hundreds of people, employees, pouring their hearts out who want nothing but to create and improve things for people to enjoy, and the constant barrage of BS and laughing about the BS takes quite a toll. And then just to some other random replies, we have a VFX artist at Guerrilla Games saying, to anyone saying don't make a crap game and this won't happen, shame on you, this is absolutely disgusting. My thoughts and best wishes go out to all of the CD Projekt Red devs. And then some more takes, Synth Potato saying, the replies to this are actually effed. People really think developers at CDPR deserve to be doxxed and have all of their source code and sensitive info leaked because they made a game that disappointed you. Effing hell, people need to get a grip. Another take from an actual cyber reporter saying this is an extraordinary response to a ransomware attack and a commendable one. Good backup systems in place, transparent with the public, not paying hackers, release the ransom note to researchers. Another take saying that face when you have enough brain cells to launch a cyber attack, but then turn around to type you have been epically pwned, and yeah, that was pretty weird. Sean Murray actually, I don't know if he was trying to make a joke about this, but he said, in hindsight, maybe our messaging could have been better, in which he brings up a tweet from 2016 in which he says, server hacked. We're binging Mr. Robot episodes as quickly as we can, looking for answers. Episode 5 is a cracker, and yeah, I think that was a lighthearted joke. And then Jason Schreier, who has actually spoken to CD Projekt Red developers recently with an expose on Cyberpunk 2077, which revealed some unflattering details about the development of the game. He responded and actually gave some further insight in which, yeah, this is not fake at all, people. He says, while Cyberpunk 2077 developer CDPR says it's been hacked, but won't give in to the hackers' demands, hackers say they've got and will release confidential documents. And then this is the information he gives as he says, I've seen speculation that CDPR is faking this, but employees tell me they're taking it very seriously. The company told staff that they'll need to take several specific precautions to protect their identities and prevent fraud. It's going to be a real hassle for many of them. I definitely think that there's a layer to this that a lot of people just seem to ignore when companies get hacked. They're like, haha, screw the company, they screwed us over. But yeah, there's hundreds of employees that now have their personal information probably floating in the air, and it could be released to the public very, very soon. That is frightening, and I don't know anybody would think that that's okay. Of course, I understand that a lot of people are disappointed with Cyberpunk 2077. I'm among that crowd. I'm definitely still hopeful that CDPR will eventually turn this game around because I see the potential, but at the same time, somebody hacking, I don't know the full motivation behind this hack. I assume based on the wording and such that it seems to be influenced based on the quality of Cyberpunk 2077, but regardless, I don't think that CDPR or any company deserves this. But yes, that is where we are right now with this situation. It'll be interesting to see actually what does happen. It seems like the clock is ticking for CD Projekt Red. The last hack that happened in 2017, it doesn't seem like anything came of it, but that may not be the same case here. Regardless, it does seem like inside of CD Projekt Red, they are taking this very seriously. Anyway, what do you make of this giant mess, just the latest surrounding CD Projekt Red? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or if you found any informative value, and make sure to follow my other social media accounts for updates on new videos. Links are always down in the description below. I'm most active on Twitter, giving opinions on news that I do not always get in a video form, so do make sure to follow me over there. Also check out my Discord for all sorts of discussion on games. And again, thank you for joining. Consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.